So Ken Carson just dropped his best album ever, that being More Chaos, being a huge improvement from A Great Chaos, and he also finally got that Playboi Carti feature as well. This album definitely and surprised me for sure. It also did surprise a lot of other Ken fans too, and had some of the most chaotic Ken songs that I've ever heard in my freaking life. Ken definitely took his sound to a whole new level, but let's break down this new album from Ken, that being More Chaos, and what us as fans can expect next from Ken in the big 2025. And now right off the bat, I just want to thank Ken and for not having a insanely long album rollout for More Chaos. This dude deadass just announced it once on the Kai Snat stream and then dropped it 2 months after. No delays, no cancellations, no versions being scrapped, and even despite the whole album being leaked, that shit did not matter at all because Ken still delivered and he dropped the album, and here it is, 21 songs, and it's a absolute beauty, bro. That's all I can say. And the intro of the album Lord of Chaos has honestly gotta no question be, in my opinion, Ken's best intro out of all of his other albums. Definitely better than freaking Green Room, which is crazy because that is a lot of people's all-time favorite Ken songs. But yeah, man, Ken definitely came in crazy with Lord of Chaos, obviously being produced by freaking Starboy, which hey, I'm also glad that Ken and freaking Starboy are back on good terms. After Lord of Chaos, Ken then went on to drop some of the most insane Ken grills on the track list, bro. I gotta say, Ken's song selection is really one of his strong points. Hey, Lone, you gotta take notes, gang. I ain't gonna lie, Expose, Money Spread, Root of All Evil did not disappoint. And yo, also K-Hole too, aka Pocahontas, my absolute grill. That shit made the project 10 times better. Easily one of the most insane Ken overall flows that I've ever heard. And yo, Trap Jump too, I could definitely see this song be a absolute hit, bro. That shit is fucking catchy as fuck. Trap jump like Jordan, trap jump like Ja, that shit hard, bro. And with the sirens in the background too, bro, I gotta say, bro, as much hate as Lil 88 gets in general, bro, he definitely did his thing on this track, bro. I can't lie. And then we have Black Rockstar Diamonds and Live Leak, which are, my opinion, some of the biggest highlights off this project. I feel like Ken saw the success that Fighting My Demons did on A Great Chaos, being the biggest fucking song, having that beat switch obviously, and he implemented it 3 times on More Chaos with Black Rockstar Diamonds and freaking Live Leak all having insane beat switches. I can only imagine how crazy those songs are gonna hit and when Ken is performing it live during the More Chaos tour. I also like how Ken also had his chill mellow songs like 200 Cash, which hey, that beat of the song low-key gave me Project X kind of vibes, bro. And speaking of Project X kind of vibes, Ken did drop a 2021 era song, but with Carti, that being Off the Meter with Lone. No one was expecting this shit at all, bro. He first dropped it randomly on YouTube. Everyone was like, yo, is this shit fake? Because both the Ken and Lone verses on this song sounded like it was from, I don't know, 2021, 2022. But then towards the end of this song, I heard Swamp Ezo saying More Chaos. That was when I was like, oh shit, this is official. And he then dropped it on all plats, being the outro of the album. Honestly, bro, this shit still hasn't hit me, bro. Yo, we finally got that Opium collab after 4 years. Even though Carti had a 15-second verse, it still counts as a Carti feature, and it's only gonna push the album out more and more. Yeah, that was definitely surprising for sure. And towards the end of the album too was actually insane, bro. This album started off crazy and it ended off crazy, bro. That run from Kryptonite to Ghoul, bro, chef's kiss, bro. And especially Ghoul, bro. Yo, I deadass wish we got more Ken and Pure songs on this album, bro. Pure actually freaking cooked, bro. This song sounds like a horror movie or Luigi's Mansion type shit, bro. Overall, bro, I gotta say this album, in my opinion, had no misses. It's honestly one of those albums which I feel like is gonna be played for years to come. I feel like Ken took what fans loved off of A Great Chaos and evolved it more on More Chaos, which is why it's called More Chaos, right? This album definitely matched my expectations for sure. This is basically A Great Chaos but better. I can definitely see this album being sold very well because first of all, that Carti feature, and second of all, Ken just has a bunch of hype right now, especially after Carti just dropping music last month, which is actually insane. But yeah, so far this is my album of the year over music. Yes, bro. But now the question that y'all might be asking, yo, Amshin, what is next for Ken in terms of his career? Hey, first of all, More Chaos just like freaking dropped. So obviously Ken is gonna let this album marinate. He's, you know, gonna go on tour. And yeah, More Chaos is definitely gonna be on repeat these next few weeks. Hey man, it's been on me, Amshin. Love y'all. YBL. We out, guys. Bye.